Hey everyone, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. Welcome to another fabulous Friday. Today we're going to make this adorable gift card holder using the Tropical Chic bundle. It's been my product of the week this week. I'll show you how this opens up. And there's your gift card. Isn't that cute? And I'm also going to show you my tip of the week that I had earlier for cleaning out the little die pieces when you use your Big Shot. So the supplies you'll need to create this are a piece of Blushing Bride. It's cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. A piece of the Tropical Escape Designer Series paper. It's cut at 6 by 5 1/4, and it's scored at 4 inches. Another piece of the Designer Series paper cut at 3 by 4. A piece of Whisper White cut at 2.5 by 3.5. Another Designer Series piece of Designer Series paper cut at 3 by 3. A piece of Granny Apple Green cut at 3 by 3, and then just a scrap piece of Whisper White for the tag. I've already stamped and cut out the flowers to save one of the steps. So let me show you how to use our tip of the week. Just a minute, I'm going to cut this out with my Big Shot. Okay, so I cut this, I centered the die in the Granny Apple Green square, and this is a great way to reuse, recycle one of your paper pumpkin boxes. So inside I have my die brush and the little foam piece that comes with it, and then you just go through and get all those little pieces out, and all the pieces get caught in your box so that you don't have them all over your craft room floor. Not that we ever have a mess in our craft room, right? Okay. So now I found the best way to adhere this to the Designer Series paper was using mini glue dots. Trust me when I tell you that when I used snail, then I used our Tombow liquid glue. It just was a mess, and I finally said, you know what, let's try it the easy way. So we're just going to center this over the top. There. Okay, we'll set that aside. Now we'll create the card. You're going to fold your card at the score marks. And then you're going to take the Designer Series paper. And I know this seems completely backwards from the way we open cards. You're going to set this in here like so. Set it so that you've got the centered in the width of the card. You're going to come over, take your adhesive, and add adhesive to the back. There. And then we'll do some stamping. Since we're stamping off, I'm going to use a piece of our grid paper, so not to make a mess of my workstation. We're going to use some Tranquil Tide and Granny Apple Green and Blushing Bride. So, I was looking all over for the palm frond stamp, and there it is, right under my nose. Okay, so back to stamping. We're using the Tranquil Tide, and we're going to stamp off, and we're just creating a scene around the words. Okay, now I'm going to stamp the sentiment. And we're going to stamp that right there. With Blushing Bride, you want to make sure you have your ink pad pretty juicy, because it can be a very light colored stamp. Then we're going to get this other palm and just bring some in for interest. Okay, I'll adhere this to the smaller piece of Designer Series paper. And we're going to adhere that inside the panel. Right there. Now, to make our pocket, I didn't give you that sheet, did I? The inside layer is 3 3/4 by 7, and it's scored at 5 inches. Just going to fold that up, and we're going to add a little bit of adhesive at the side to make your pocket. And we're going to stamp the flower in Blushing Bride. Right here in the corner. And we'll adhere that in. We're going to set that aside. We're just going to use that one more time for the tag. I'll just lay that down right here. Helps cover up the seam too. There. Okay. Yeah. Add this guy with dimensionals. Of course, you know me. Dimensionals and bling just about on every card. I'm going to layer him up close to the top. Like so. We'll bring in some of that Granny Apple Green, what is this, textured weave ribbon. And you just want to bring it around the back. You're going to tie this in a knot. And now we'll add those 3 little flowers that I had already cut out for you. Also add dimensionals. Add one here. Now we're going to stamp the sentiment as soon as I find the little piece. We'll use this one. When in doubt, wing it, right? And the For You sentiment is from the Itty Bitty Greetings stamp set. And then we're going to punch it out with the classic label punch. Now, you could just leave it the way it is, but I really liked a flagged end rather than the pointed end. Just to be different. I'm just going to add a little bit of snail there. Maybe. Oh, I guess I have to hold it right. I think I'm getting down to the end. Alright, I'll just tuck this guy in here, just like so. And add some rhinestones. And we're done. Isn't that adorable? If you want to get more information on this project, just go to scrapsbysissy.com. And I hope you have a fabulous Friday. Take care.